Good morning and welcome to your national weather broadcast for Thursday, July 23rd, 2026. We are tracking a dynamic atmospheric setup across the country today, featuring active tropical rainfall pushing inland, strong lingering storms in the Midwest, and dangerous summer heat locked across the southern tier. Taking a look at our national satellite and radar overview, heavy tropical rain bands are spreading deep into the south central states, while a secondary frontal boundary triggers scattered showers across the Midwest and northern plains. Both coasts remain generally clear under dominant high pressure. Taking a look at current temperatures across the lower 48 at 9 o'clock Eastern Time, cool morning air in the 60s covers the Pacific Northwest, northern plains, and parts of New England, while the Gulf Coast and desert Southwest are already surging into the low to mid-80s before mid-morning. Looking at today's national high and low forecast, widespread 90s and 100s will dominate the south, southwest, and interior California today, while the northern border states enjoy seasonable highs in the upper 70s and low 8. Lows tonight will drop into the 50s up north, but remain stifling in the upper 70s across the Gulf Coast and desert valleys. Moving into our regional rotation, we begin in the southeast. Standing radar shows scattered coastal morning showers pushing across Florida and coastal Georgia, fed by rich moisture wrapping around the Gulf. Current morning temperatures across the southeast are warming rapidly, holding in the low to mid-80s from Atlanta down to Miami, with high humidity pushing real feel values into the 90s. Today's high temperatures across the southeast will climb into the low to mid-90s. Across South Florida, including Miami, Fort Lauderdale, and West Palm Beach, extreme humidity pushing dew points into the upper 70s will yield a dangerous peak heat index between 110 and 114 degrees. Lows tonight will remain warm in the high 70s. Shifting to the Midwest, regional radar displays a cluster of rain and embedded thunderstorms tracking across eastern Wisconsin, northern Illinois, and Lake Michigan, with residual clouds near Oshkosh following recent thunderstorm activity. Current morning temperatures across the Midwest range from the mid-60s in northern Wisconsin to the low and mid-70s through Illinois, Indiana, and Ohio. Highs today across the Midwest will reach the mid-80s north to low 90s south. Around Oshkosh, passing showers will cap temperatures near 84 degrees, with clear skies tonight pushing evening lows down into the mid-60s. Heading into the northeast, local radar remains completely quiet from Pennsylvania up through Maine, courtesy of a strong high-pressure system anchored overhead. Current morning temperatures across the northeast are crisp and pleasant, sitting in the upper 50s in northern Maine and low to mid-60s through New York, Pennsylvania, and New England. Highs across the northeast will be picturesque today under bright sunshine, topping out in the low to mid-80s. Lows tonight will drop comfortably into the upper 50s and low 60s. Turning to Texas and the south central region, radar is active as tropical rain bands push inland across the upper Texas and western Louisiana coastline. Current morning temperatures across the south central region are warm and muggy, holding in the high 70s and low 80s through Houston, Beaumont, and Lake Charles. Highs today will reach the upper 80s to low 90s inland, while cloud cover and heavy rainfall hold coastal areas in the mid-80s. Lows tonight will hold in the upper 70s with ongoing tropical moisture. Out on the west coast, radar shows completely dry conditions stretching from Washington state all the way down through southern California. Current morning temperatures show cool 50s along the coastal Pacific Northwest, with 60s and low 70s through central and southern California. Today's highs on the west coast will range from the 70s along the immediate beaches to the low and mid-90s across the interior valleys. Lows tonight will retreat into the upper 50s and low 60s. Over the northern plains, regional radar highlights isolated light showers pushing eastward across North Dakota along a weak upper-level disturbance. Current temperatures across the northern plains are starting off comfortably in the low to mid-60s. Highs today will be pleasant and seasonable, reaching the upper 70s to low 80s across North Dakota, South Dakota, and Minnesota. Lows tonight will fall into the mid-50s. In the southwest, radar is clear this morning, though afternoon heat will trigger isolated monsoonal thunderstorms over the higher elevation areas of Arizona and New Mexico later today. Current temperatures are already hot, sitting in the mid to high 80s across Phoenix and the low deserts at 9 in the morning. Today's highs across the southwest will soar once again, reaching 108 degrees in Phoenix and Las Vegas. Lows tonight will remain elevated in the low to mid-80s. Turning to our tropics update, satellite and radar loops show tropical storm Bertha moving inland along the upper Texas and western Louisiana coast. Bertha is bringing sustained winds of 60 miles per hour, heavy tropical rain bands capable of localized flooding, and a coastal storm surge of 2 to 4 feet. Tropical storm warnings remain active for coastal areas through tonight. Wrapping up with our final national sweep, our overall national radar highlights Bertha's tropical bands spreading moisture inland across the south, while both coasts enjoy clear skies. Current national temperatures continue their steady morning rise, driving heat levels upward as we approach the midday hours. Today's final national outlook reminds everyone across the southern tier to practice heat safety today. Apply broad spectrum sunblock, hydrate regularly, and stay aware of local advisories.